I'm a storyteller, and I started telling my stories and realizing that there's like, I kind of call it the game of life, right? And so much like beach volleyball, it's not about getting famous, right? Like nobody knows, like we're trying to, this is such an awesome sport, but you know, everyone's out here doing what they love. Yeah. So it's more about making your mark. Yeah. Right? And you do your podcast, The Tribe.
Podcast.
And he has such an amazing story. Like I love these resilient stories. Like,
yeah.
So what have you taken from sports that that leads you, that gives you success in life?
I think the biggest sport that's taught me the most is golf.
Okay.
Because like with golf, like it doesn't matter how bad you're playing. Like you got 18 holes and no one to bail you out.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to figure it out.
So individual sport. That goes to your swimming mindset too a little bit.
And then swimming too is the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like even if you're out of breath, like you still gotta finish the race.
Yeah. Right.
No.
Yeah. And there's no one else to depend on but you.
Exactly.
Right? So.
And it's helped a ton with volleyball too, because like I haven't been playing that long, so like the only thing that you can control is like, can you get to the ball?
Yeah.
Can you hustle? And that's it. So like in Hermosa Beach when playing with Hagen, we had 4 matches go to 3 sets, and we were down 10-8 in the 3rd set 4 times in a row. We came back to 4 in a row.
Oh, no way.
And so it's just grind
so
down.
Number one mindset key when you're in that position, what's your go-to mindset?
Breathing's been a big thing lately, and then I take a lot. I don't know if you listen to Billy Allen and John Mayer's podcast, Coach Your Brains Out, but they're big into just like control what you can control. Yeah. It's just like, well, I'm gonna get served because I got in every serve for the last 3 months, so let's just pass the ball, and then if I pass in the right spot, the set's gonna be in the right spot, and then putting it away just comes naturally after that. Yeah. So you just control what you can control. That's it.
Right. How'd you make the transition from swimming to beach?
So it started. So growing up, like I played everything. My dad was like, "You're not just gonna sit out and play video games." And so
my kids, like, they don't let you do that anymore. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, and so like I played soccer year round, basketball in the winter, and then summer AAU, swam, tennis, baseball, and then golf. And then in high school I whittled it down to basketball and golf, and then college I swam and played club basketball. And then I switched to beach volleyball.
Those are some big jumps. That's amazing.
And then I made the switch to beach volleyball when I moved to Florida, which is sort of like accidental, because I just moved to Florida from Maryland because I hated the snow. And
I wouldn't survive anywhere but California.
And I was looking for basketball games, but in Florida, like all the bars are on beaches.
Yeah.
And so I just like went out, and people were playing beach volleyball there, and so I just started playing. I was terrible, and I hated losing, so I just asked people to like help me get better, and then it was just kind of like I just needed to not lose.
So that's something I'm always trying to figure out. Is you think you're born with that competitive streak, or do you think that can be taught?
I think it can definitely be taught.
Yeah?
I think we were just taught at such a young age, because I grew up with 2 brothers too, and so we just beat the crap out of each other like every day. So everything was a competition, whether it be like who can eat the fastest, or who can eat the most, or who can win this race, or who can score more points. It's like we just competed in everything, even down to like academics. So like I went to North Carroll High School, and so we got little bumper stickers, on the honor roll.
Okay.
And so we each had like at the dinner table, we each had like a little wall behind us. So we lined up our honor roll bumper stickers, and like we made sure that like mom put them up there just so who had the tallest tower of honor rolls.
I'm a huge believer in the dinner table too. So like that stuff goes a long way.
Yeah, no, it was great. Like my parents did such an awesome job with us. Like I tell Delaney all the time that like I think that they're like superheroes. They had like time turners to because they just drove us everywhere. My mom was always like with us wherever we went. My dad coached us in like all of our sports. I was like, where you had to like do other things with your lives.
Yeah.
So they were so great.
It gets pretty all-encompassing at some point. But I know I have 2 drivers now, so and I have 4 kids. So like my first 2 are driving.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Moms are superheroes. And then like Delaney's mom came up today just to watch her play 2 matches, and that's like I don't know how far of a drive it is from Malibu. It's not short.
No, it's not short. No, for sure. Get in here. You want to? Dude, this is not my thing too. Self-promotion is the worst thing ever. But you had 2 great matches today. Like, number one mindset thing that you would take from Either one of them.
Well, you mentioned that you're like really big into resilience.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I was really connected. I felt like I was off my game this morning.
Oh, okay.
And it was a big part of resilience, I think, especially in the beach game when you have your partner, is to be able to find the way to rely on them and to have them help you get out of that.
Yeah.
And so I really enjoyed going through that process with Jess because I needed her and I was able to lean on her and she picked me up, and then moving into our second match, we were both cruising because we had gone through that together.
And is this the first time you guys played?
No, we've been playing this season together. We started, our first tournament was the New York AVP, and we've been playing together since.
Very good. All right, and are you coming back to Vegas?
I'm not sure if we get into Vegas, but if it's a possibility, we'll be in.
Yeah. Okay, optimism. That's my brand. So, if there's... Sorry, it's so windy out here. Where does the optimistic mindset play into your game? Or in life, actually, because I tend to think
I'm a huge believer in that also. I actually think that I like drawing the comparison in like competition to the movie Monsters Inc.
love.
Because you can fire up because you are angry or like super gnarly or I don't know, like want to take someone's head off. It's like when they're trying to bottle the screams.
Yes. Okay.
And then at the end of the movie they find out that like the laughter is actually worth so much more.
Right?
It's like way more powerful.
Yes.
So I just love getting out on the court and enjoying every second and playing because I love it, not for anything else, to like try to motivate myself or get me firing, just because I think that the joy of it is way more powerful.
Get you up in the morning.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sure. How about you on optimism?
Well, my mom is like the most optimistic person I know, so I was kind of raised with that mindset just to find the silver linings always. But I just think like there's just two ways you can look at life. Like you can look at like the opportunity. Like I know a lot of guys who are like scared to play the Norwegians behind us because they're the #1 in the world, and they're like, oh, we have to play these guys. Like no, like you get to play them.
Right? That's how you frame it.
Yeah, it's so easy just to find the negative stuff, but it's worth so much more to find the positive. Like after you lose, like a lot of people love blaming their partners, but what good comes of that? So you can always do something better in a two-man game.
Right.
So there's just no sense in not looking at the brighter side of it. Like what can I take away from it?
Yeah, I always tell my kids, I'm like, you want to lift that person, whoever you're with, like whether it's a partner on the court or whoever you're around, like make their experience better.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think it's important too to like ground your optimism in reality. So it's not just like let's just all be like sunshine and rainbows, but like if you say, you know,
like the realist comment.
You
know, when people say, are you an optimist or a pessimist? I'm like, I'm a realist. I'm like, no, you're an optimist that believes in working hard.
Right.
Like, to me, that's, you know, you don't get to just say it's going to go well. You got to back it up.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, you know, say a guy like shanks a pass, you know, you can say, shanked it, sure, like that's the realest part, but here's what you can do to make it better. And that's it, like you just fix the problem. Instead of saying, oh, I'm terrible. Like, it doesn't do any good.
Right, you lower their, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I love the name of your brand though, The Optimist Journal, that's awesome.
On Instagram, it's The Optimist Journal.
Yes, ma'am.
Whole blog, so.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome, well, thanks for having us.
Let's keep us in the same cast. So you guys do good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. And good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.